Anthony Mackie, the star of Captain America Brave New World, recently did a podcast and lots of people on social media are freaking out because of something he said, and I'm stuck in the middle because I feel I know what Anthony Mackie was trying to say, and I'm sure he said this with the best of intentions, but it came across wrong because he didn't say what he wanted to say correctly.
And what I realized yesterday thinking about it, we're lying to our kids, dog. And I think that's a big problem in our community. We tell our kids that and this is fresh on my heart, like I literally just came to this conclusion last night. We tell our kids if they do right and they make the good grades and they go to the programs and they will become successful. If you work hard enough, your work will be paid off. And that's not true. Success is given. It's not earned.
In isolation, I think telling children that they shouldn't work hard because success is given, not earned, is bad. In fact, I think that's a terrible thing to tell children. At the moment, education rates amongst younger people aren't the best they have ever been, and that's because of many things: social media, the school system. So for Anthony Mackie to put the message out there that success is given and not earned is not a good thing whatsoever. However, some people are going extremely hard on Anthony Mackie, and I don't think that's totally right, because I think what Anthony Mackie was trying to say is that some people get lucky. There are those who work 24/7 and are always prepared and training and learning, and they never get picked, and instead someone else, who perhaps doesn't work as hard and isn't as motivated, gets put in a better position, whether that's in a job or anything else, and that is true. Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes people get elevated because of who they know, not what they know. But at the end of the day, people don't go from nothing to everything by not working at all and just being lazy. Those who do get lucky still put some work in, even if they don't put in as much work as some others do. Again, telling kids that success is given and not earned is the worst thing to do. They should be working as hard as possible because their chances of being successful will be much higher even if they don't get picked for special opportunities. But what is strange about this podcast is that Anthony Mackie said that, but then he said this, which is something I think a lot of people agree with, especially men.
In the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. Right. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open a door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men.
The question is Anthony Mackie saying this now because that has been a huge cultural shift, and he can see the way the tide is turning, or is he being authentic, and this is what he truly thinks, that men have been disenfranchised in recent years? I'm inclined to think he's being honest, but what do you think?